I always remember what my dear old dad used to say. He said, "Son, when you get to the hole, there is no side of the hole, there's no back of the hole, there's the center. Just think about the center." Dad was he was a great owner. Actually, I never thought that I would still be here at the magazine. He didn't want me to go into his footsteps. His footsteps are much bigger than mine anyway.
I like to treat people the same way I treat horses, which is, in order to find out the truth about what a horse is feeling, you have to watch their body language. The sounds they're making really are no indication whatsoever. You really have to watch their body language. So when it comes to working with my employees, I do the same thing. I try to find out the truth by watching their body language, because often what they say to me is just BS.
I guess one of the things that's most important about me leading the office is the quality of my writing and how it's looked up to by most of the other staff. And it's been hard training, bringing up the new youngling, as it were, my Padawan, because I'm kind of like his Ben Kenobi, you know, and I have to teach him the good side of the Force, so he's not corrupted by the dark side.
Carter is the young stud in my office. He's very energetic, almost manic, which I like, because that's kind of that wild horse thing. And I've been working on breaking Carter for about 2 years now. He's resistant to a certain point, but the thing is, I watch his body language, and he says yes to me as often as he says no. So that's very interesting, and that's part of the reason that I keep riding him, as it were.
Dad, Iron Jack, they called him, was, I say he was quite the character. And he once, he would lock us in the car while he would go inside some warehouse or something and be gone for a long time, and we would always say, "That's it, he's not coming back. He's going to leave us there." Actually, Carter reminds me of my dad sometimes.
It's tough, you know, with Temple sometimes, because she's incredibly affectionate to me, and you know, I want to keep our relationship on the DL. You know, I'm not big for PDAs, even though she is a PYT.
The other thing that I think it's important to talk about is my relationship to Temple, because it's difficult to be the female boss of a female employee. And I think Temple also is just not living up to her potential. And I think the biggest thing I want to do with Temple is I want to help her understand that in order to advance, she actually has to be really competent at something. It isn't just about how beautiful she is or how charming or how witty or anything like that. She has to be able to do something really, really well. And so far, she doesn't do anything really, really well, except personal grooming. She's awfully good at that.
New fella Johnson, be interesting to see, oh my yes, what kind of shoes he has. I bet he doesn't cast much of a shadow. I mean, I probably couldn't walk in his shadow. I could disappear in his shadow, just like I said. I think I could. I think I have a bigger shadow than Jane, and I think I have a bigger shadow than Sam, and I don't think that I don't think Temple has a shadow at all. At least I haven't seen it. If somebody comes in here, we're going to have to pretend we're talking about something important. Golf, maybe.